joining me live in the studio tonight are the one and only China Bears, celebrating the release of their debut album, Participation Trophy. It is absolutely fantastic. We've had a sound check. It's sounding amazing, and they're on the way in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes time, something like that. And waiting patiently downstairs are China Bears. They've just put out their debut album, Participation Trophy. It is absolutely beautiful. We've had a sound check. The sound check sounded so good, and they're going to be performing for us imminently just after this. I'm John Kennedy, and joining me live in the studio tonight are China Bears. China? Did I say China? I think they're nodding at me. I'm really apologize. They are surrounding me. Well, not quite surrounding me, but they are in front of me and clearly unnerving me. China Bears have just put out their debut album, Participation Trophy. I was going to call it Theory. Something is unnerving me. We'll discuss all this in due course, but I'm going to play a selection from the album. The album's absolutely beautiful, and this is Gracie. And I'm very pleased to say that I have China Bears here in the studio with me. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
It's great to have you all here. And I did a bit of a Joe Biden then, just before I played that track, kind of re-describing you as China Bears and the album as Participation Theory. I was just trying to kind of maybe alert people to have some sympathy for this person. Because it's easily done to trip up and make an embarrassing fool of yourself in front of your guests. So I apologise about that.
That's all right. We've done it plenty of times.
There was a point in my life when I found it hard to say my name, even, and I say my name a lot, and I would say it in people on the phone would say, "So is John Candy calling? Is it?" and things like that, and yeah. So maybe it's just a common problem. Anyway, welcome. Thanks so much for coming. They're all looking at me like, what is going on? He's having a meltdown on the radio. It's true. Thanks so much for coming in. I love the album. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Thanks so much. We'd love to be here. Thank you.
Well, it seems like it's a long time coming, and yet somehow it seems incredible that this is your debut release.
Yeah, it's definitely been... Well, we met close to 8 years ago now.
Right.
Formed...
Although two of you met earlier than that.
Fraser and I, yeah, but... Yeah.
So we should explain. So I should introduce you all. So we've got Ivan and Fraser, who are twin brothers.
That's correct.
So you met then, when you were born. But then you met these other people, James and Dean. And you met James and Dean 8 years ago, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we met at university in 2015. So, 9 years ago now, actually. So yeah, Fraser and I, well, we all were studying the same course,
right,
in Guildford. So, and then me and Fraser had already had this idea of China Bears being a thing, and James and Dean caught ear of it and were like, "Can we join?" And then that's just been us for then. Yeah.
And why China Bears then? If it's something that was in your mind, or do you mean China Bears being a thing, or a band being a thing?
No, like the band China Bears. Yeah. So Fraser and I had kind of started writing songs as China Bears with some friends in Somerset before we moved to university, and then the lineup kind of changed, and then it kind of became what it is today. But yeah,
but that phrase "China Bears" had always been there.
Yeah, I feel like we've been many bands, but we've just kept the name China Bears.
And what's the significance of it then?
Honestly, we had at the time, whenever it was, we had a gig the next day, and we didn't have a name, and there was a map in our old rehearsal room, and Fraser just said "Place Animal, China Bears," and we were like, "That sounds terrible. Okay, we'll keep that for tomorrow, and then we'd definitely change that name." And then we never did.
Yeah, I like it
because us too now.
Yeah,
us too.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's like so many band names. In some ways, you first hear them and you think, "Oh, that's terrible," but they just kind of become a thing, don't they?
Yeah. It was just so snapshot. Like Fraser, it's the first thing he said. Maybe 0.5 seconds between "Place Animal." And then, here we are.
With a debut album just released. Participation Trophy is what it's called. You're going to play some songs. So what's the first song you're going to play?
This is a song called Easy Kill.
Okay, this is China Bears live on X-Posure, Radio X. Ready?
If you feel the way I feel, then you know I'm
absolutely fantastic. China Bears performing live on X-Posure Radio X with Easy Kill, one of the songs that features on the album, which has just come out today, Participation Trophy. Sounding amazing. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Thank you.
A real pleasure. I'm going to give you a breather. We've got more from China Bears on the way. You're listening to X-Posure on Radio X. I'm John Kennedy, and with me tonight are China Bears. All four of them are here. And I'm going to read out a message, actually. Somebody's just sent in saying, hey, John, we are so excited to hear China Bears on the radio. We are so proud of them for getting their first album out there for the world to hear. It's truly a masterpiece from Meg, Chloe, and Cassie the dog in Southampton. So they're excited. Are they close personal friends, or are they just big fans?
Never met them.
That's mine and Fraser's girlfriends and James's dog.
That's my dog.
Any message is a nice message, I think. And people are excited about the album coming out. I mean, you seem pretty chilled about the whole thing, I think.
I think we've always been, it takes us a while to process it, kind of people. So today's has been pretty surreal, I think. Because like you said earlier, we've been kind of working on this for so long and, just being this band, and like the past like kind of 18 months have been really like focused on this album. So yeah, and now it's here, and then but we're very excited. We're just not that kind of people. We're just not super extroverted people, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, it's interesting. I mean, you played Easy Kill and it sounded fantastic, and it reminded me of me seeing you on the main stage at Truck Festival last year, and you seemed like main stage ready. It just seemed like the perfect place for you. It seemed the right place, and I think the songs, when I hear them, they are those kind of big songs that I could see thousands of people, punching the air at all those right moments and singing along. I mean, that's the way they feel to me. Are they designed in this way?
In some ways, yeah. And I think we have a lot of faith in these songs, and I think there's a lot that, could happen that way. And it's just a matter of time, John, I think.
It is only a matter of time. And I Coldplay, Nothing But Thieves, they need to watch out. Or they need to take you on tour with them, to complement them nicely.
Great.
That'd be very nice.
If they're listening.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm sure they listen every Friday. And they'll take notes and think, he's right. We need to take China Bears on tour with us. It is a good idea. I'm going to let you play another song, though, and stop talking. So I'm going to do a quick roundup of who's doing what. So we've got Dean on drums and vocals, just a stripped back setup tonight. We've got Ivan on guitar and vocals, lead vocals, I should say. And Fraser's on lead guitar, electric guitar, and we've got James on bass. And together you are China Bears. And what's the next song you're going to do?
This is a song called North Star.
Okay, this is China Bears then, live on Radio X.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Flicker between the channels, the ringing in my ear, the country of the fridge magnet, name tags on cashiers. I always look for signs of you. I always look for signs of you. If I listen to my heart, if I go for the long shot, if I follow the North Star, would you meet me there? Blur in my peripheral, the crack down the screen of my phone, the photo of you where you're smiling, accents of talk show hosts. Should I be holding on to it? Should I be letting go? In the constellation of endings, I want you there. And oh, if I listen to my heart, if I go for the long shot, if I go for the long shot, if I follow the North Star, would you meet me there?
Fantastic. China Bears performing live on Exposure Radio X with North Star, another song that features on the album Participation Trophy, which has just come out. And I'm going to get you to stick around. You're going to do one more song for us. And I'll give you a breather now. Tonight, though, I've got China Bears, who've just put out their debut album, Participation Theory. And it's for a trophy. I keep... why am I obsessing with theory? It's like I'm kind of making a joke of it, really. I do apologise. Participation Trophy. You all met when you went to university in Guildford. Were you all studying the same course then?
Yeah.
And was this a music-related course?
Yeah, we were. So we all studied, the course was songwriting at ACM. I don't think they do that course anymore, but yeah, we all met on that course. We were all in the same class. Dean lived like down the road from us. Like, me and Fraser lived together, so that's how we knew each other, because we walked in together. And
yeah.
James.
So you met on the first day? No.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pretty close to that from memory. Yeah.
That's great. And you've been together ever since.
We have.
And so that was in Guildford. And do you still live there? Have you moved to...
No, it was, we all kind of live across like the south now. Me and Fraser are back home in Bridgewater, and James is like Southampton, Dean's in London. So,
right.
Yeah, we just get together every week.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Right. So how do you decide where to get together?
Usually we take in turns, either Somerset or Southampton.
Oh, okay. So there is a bit of...
There's some planning behind. What's the term? Something behind the madness.
Method.
That's it.
and some kind of element of compromise. So it's not like somebody says, right, well, we're only rehearsing here, and that's just the way it is.
I mean, we've been in a band together for a long time. You learn to compromise. It's all about it's a marriage at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We've seen the best and the worst in each other, and we're still here. So that's what it's all about. Compromise is the key word.
Yeah, that's good. See that people don't mention that enough.
No, they should.
But it's a nightmare being in a band.
It's terrible.
Liaising, trying to get people to turn up, and
I just think those bands that have like 8 or 9 people, how do you match those like Google calendars? How do you get together? How do you do it? But shout out to them. We're only 4.
Well, one Google Calendar is the answer.
Remembering to share that and make sure that everybody's on the same. Yeah, tricky business. You're going to play another song for us now. So what's the next song you're going to do?
This is a song called Sunday, which is actually the only, say, if people have known us before, the only old song we re-recorded for this album. It's because I don't know, it's just become a staple China Bear song over the years. So we wanted to, I feel it was only right we put it on the debut album.
Right.
So
and re-record it, maybe fully realise it? Was it not realised in the right way before?
I think we just, I don't know, grew as musicians. So we were able to have some brass on this album. So there's some nice horns and stuff. So we're like this version, I think. It's close. It's a lot better than the old one.
yeah. But this is not the album version. This is the X-Posure Radio X.
This is the actual version,
right?
If anyone.
Well, I'm ready if you're ready. Here are China Bears then, live on Exposure Radio X with Sunday.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Call it a cathartic release. Say it how you like. That's the second time this week. I hope you don't mind. Good God, it's a Sunday afternoon. What are you doing on the kitchen floor again? I can't keep coming home to this. Don't stare. Your eyes reveal a blossom of a tear. I know how much you hate it, seeing me like that. Good God, it's a Sunday afternoon. What are you doing on the kitchen floor again? I can't keep coming home to this. I ran the bath an hour ago. Now the water's turned cold. Is that you coming up the stairs? I can tell by the creaks in the floorboards. Oh, good God, it's a Sunday afternoon. What are you doing on the kitchen floor again? No, I can't keep coming home. Looks like we're getting on.
Amazing. China Bears performing live on X-Posure Radio X with Sunday, another one of the songs that features on the album Participation Trophy, which is out now. And so great that you did include that in the album. It is a kind of China Bears classic, sounding amazing. And it's quite a dark song, is it? Or maybe I'm misinterpreting it.
Yeah. But, you know,
every time I listen to it, I try and conjure up a different scenario about, you know, why they're on the kitchen floor on a Sunday afternoon, and sometimes I put an animal in that position. You know, it just so many scenarios.
So many, yeah. That sounds a lot nicer than the one it was written about.
Right. Fair enough.
But you know, that's I think just having music as an outlet is great for that. And
yeah.
So.
That is so powerful. Why did you go to Scotland to record the record?
That's where Rod's studio was. So Rod Jones. So we met Rod in Brighton last year at The Great Escape. And yeah, he really liked it and wanted to work with us and produce the album. So yeah, Rod has a studio up in Leith, Post Electric. And we were up there for 2 weeks. And yeah, it was great, to be honest. Like, we'd never, every kind of EP we've done, we've just self-produced or... so this was kind of the first time we'd ever worked with a producer, and to be honest, I can't fault any of it. The whole thing was like a dream experience. It was great. It was,
yeah. So the luxury of having another set of ears and somebody else who could kind of bounce ideas and maybe help you articulate and realize what you had in your mind. You know?
Exactly. And there's, also there's 4 of us, so if it's 2v2, that's hard. That's hard. So having the 5th person, that's that's, you know, freebie too. Also, yeah, so that's a good way.
Yeah.
Any bands with 5 people, I think, or 3, any odd number bands,
yeah,
they're the lucky ones.
I need to say hello to Sish, listening in Brighton. It's great getting to hear China Bears on the show tonight. Very excited to get my vinyl in the post. Loving the album, says Sish. So thanks for that, Sish. Various different comments coming in. I can't read them all, I'm afraid, but so good to have you here. Thanks so much for coming in. And in terms of people getting to hear Participation Trophy played live, what are the opportunities?
Lots. So we're touring later this year in October, all around the UK, from Glasgow to London and Bristol, yeah. And we're doing an in-store in Banquet Records this Wednesday, from 6 in Kingston. And yeah.
Almost like a halfway point between the different places that you live, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite, but almost. Yeah, well, clearly you need to organise some others, you know, closer to home. So, you know, somebody gets an advantage at some point. So maybe Pie and Vinyl or you know, something like that closer to Southampton. And yeah, I don't know, just...
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll...
As you book this one.
Yeah.
Do you want to book the next one?
Yeah, I'll get on the phone tomorrow. I'll sort it all out. But so this coming Wednesday, Banquet Records at Kingston, and then October tour on sale now across the whole of the UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're very excited.
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming in. It's been absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to play another track from the album, I think. I'm going to play the title track, which is Participation Trophy. And is there anything we should know about the song?
I think this song probably summarizes the whole record. I think the idea of Participation Trophy, I think, you know, I don't like to shy away from, actually, you know, we have been a band for a while and we've been figuring it out, and I think we've got to a place where we're really happy with the music we're making, and that takes failure and, you know, picking yourself back up again. And I think that's the message behind this record. Is about just turning up and keep going, and sometimes you need to kind of pat yourself on the back for even doing that. So I think this song tries to capture that message, and it echoes throughout the whole album.
Yeah, I really like it. I find it quite uplifting and hopeful. No, it's a great way to end the record.
Thanks, John, and thank you for having us. We're like huge fans, so this is really
You're
great
very kind
to be here.
It's great to have you here. It's a real pleasure, and thank you. And here is the title track then of China Bear's debut album.